Hello, I'm Shiloh, also known as kareesh. I will be keeper. This is episode Mysteries of the Hair Rain. This is a Monsters of the Week game, and yeah, we're just gonna introduce the characters. We'll get somewhere.
Hopefully.
I don't even know what it looks like now, so I'm just gonna go off my streams. Adrian, why don't you start this time?
Hi, yes. My name's Adrian Lawrence. I'm playing Jonathan Martinez, the spooky. Both our pronouns are he and he. What else do you need to know about me? What do I do? Or just that's it?
No, I think that's good. We'll do more in depth at the end, so we can hop into it, especially. Yeah. So Hal, you're up next.
Hi, I'm Hal. I'm going to be playing Val tonight. I know, a bit similar, but I go by Rainy Days Art online. I'm playing the Gumshoe tonight. Hal, 56, bit old for this crew of kids, but hopefully I can keep them all in line. Yeah.
And Rhoni.
Hello again. My name is Rhoni, pronoun she, her. Tonight I'm going to be playing Magnolia May Barnes, or Maggie May Barnes. Our friends just call her Maggie. I'm playing from the Searcher playbook. And what else about Maggie? Spirited, young, avid cryptid hunter, born in Tennessee, raised in the Appalachian Mountains. Look forward to playing with my other hunters tonight.
All right. And last but not least, Sam.
Oh man. Hey guys, I'm Sam Scribbles. I use she, they pronouns. And tonight I'm going to be playing Rune. They use they, them pronouns. They're going to be the Hex playbook. They also have a little burb that they have around with them called Corvus. And yeah, just super excited. I've never played Monster of the Week before, so I think this is going to be interesting and fun. A group of chaos.
All right. I use she, her pronouns. I forgot we don't have that on over. Well, we might have it on overload. Maybe not mine because I don't have a character. So we are going to be starting off. We're just going to jump right into things. Use my screen better here. These hunters have been all brought together by Hal. No, not Hal. Val. Val. And Hal, kind
Detective
of.
Valentine Sharpe. V Sharpe.
And because he started getting these that were a little bit out of the not the normal, can you go see if my wife is cheating on me kind of mystery. And lo and behold, there is this contacted by a desk clerk named what was it?
Barry Drew Moore.
Barry Drew Moore. I was having the around my head on the fly, and saying that there's a particular hotel called Hereafter, and there's a group of rowdy teenagers that have become guests, maybe willingly, maybe not so willingly. Well, per the proprietor. But they need to be out of this hotel by midnight, or something bad will happen. And not only do the teenagers need to be out by midnight, you all need to be out by midnight, or something very bad will happen. They did not disclose what that very bad thing would be, nor did they choose to, expound upon it on the phone. They seemed to be much of a but that is the information that you know into this. But before we open the scene, I believe Jonathan has a role that needs to be made.
Yes.
So explain what you're rolling for here.
All right. I am the spooky, and one of my moves is called premonitions. At the start of each mystery, roll weird, roll plus weird. And then it says on a 10 or a 7 or 9, I get something, but on a miss, something bad happens. So let's not
That's
miss.
fine.
Yeah, this is fine. All right. There you are. There you are. Sorry, I found my little dice. Ooh, I don't get this good luck ever. Wait till I GM tomorrow. I'll get into the opposite, but I got 12.
Well,
Oh,
nice.
Heck
And
yeah.
then I get +2 for weird, so it's 14. So
Okay.
on a 10 plus, you knew where you need to go just in time to get there. So essentially, later on, something good might
so
push me in a way, kind of thing.
And I think, if I understand it right, you actually will get that premonition now. You kind of get a little hint. You see a door, and it's not like a room door. I mean, it is a room, but it's not like a normal hotel room door. This looks like a door to an attic. Like not necessarily like the ones that come down, but like if you're up in the attic already, tiny to get into.
Gotcha.
You see a young person headed towards that door. You can't tell who they are. You just you get a sense that they're young, probably a teenager, but headed towards that door, and you get bad vibes off of that. That if they go through that door, something bad is going to happen.
Cool,
so
cool,
that
cool,
is your
cool,
premonition.
Cool.
Fine.
My child angry. So you all drive up. What kind of vehicle do you take here?
I mean, Val's probably got an old station wagon.
Good question.
I think we
We
have
have
like
a
a
camper,
company.
right?
We have like from our team playbook. I think we have like a van.
Yeah, we have
Yeah,
a
camper
group
van.
vehicle for sure.
So do you
It's a
take this
rolling.
camper just pull straight up to the Hereafter?
Well, I don't see why not.
Yeah, I don't know if we have personal transpo. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm down with
Grant
that.
has got to pick y'all up.
Somebody.
Sounds good. So you
Yeah,
all
Val
arrive in
just
this
shows up to pick
camper.
me up.
Mm-hmm.
This is probably so I guess I should preface this takes place in whatever year I said. Now my brain
2006.
2006. I knew
Or
early 2000.
2002.
Sometime.
2002 actually, because I'm 56.
Gotcha. Look at me being all prepared and stuff.
Numbers are hard, okay?
Listen,
I barely know what year it is
date
now.
for my birthday.
Truly.
So this takes place in 2002. So, there are kind of cell phones. They're not super great cell phones. They're not smartphones.
No, they're in flip phones.
Wi-Fi is not really there yet. So this is probably an old camper.
Oh yeah.
You bought this used. So you come rolling up to the Hereafter. Not exactly what you thought. This is not a typical looking hotel. It looks like a large old home, like a Victorian style. And it looks abandoned almost. Like nobody has kept up with the upkeep. It is, the wooden sides are rotting, paint is peeling.
Val is double checking his MapQuest printout.
Yeah. It's got a sign a la Faulty Towers where it says Hereafter there's a beard out front. Yeah, so it looks pretty run. There are lights on though, so somebody's home.
I mean, Do we know that? Like the proprietor said we need to get teenagers out, right?
The desk clerk,
The
yes.
desk clerk. Okay. All right. So yeah, of course somebody's gonna be home. There's nothing spooky
Yeah.
about this place at all. Why would there?
Yeah, no. This is
I mean,
an
this isn't the
establishment.
first like spooky old mansion I've rolled up on, but like usually it's about like insurance fraud.
Okay, well, let's not jump the insurance fraud gun. Okay, we come to just move some people out. We're gold. I don't think there's anything bad.
Yeah, well, let's roll on. Let's pull on up, I guess.
Do we even know what room?
Oh,
I
hang on. Maggie gives everybody a little bag of assorted beans. She's like,
Wait,
in case of boon hags, everyone hold on to these. In case we come across any boo hags, we need to give them a distraction. All right, let's go.
Oh yeah.
okay.
Like
Confidently walking forward.
jelly beans?
dry
Yeah, dried
canned? Okay.
beans. No, a little bag
Oh,
of dried
red
beans.
I was very
They're not
She pulls out
wet.
a
No,
can of like
I
red
would
beans.
never.
one for you and one for you.
No. You got multiple. See,
Okay, they're
boo
different.
hags, they get preoccupied about counting and sorting things. So if you need to get away from a boo hag real quick, bag of beans is your best friend.
I put it in my pocket.
I think I've heard of that with salt before, but beans?
I've heard about
That
that
would
with
Beans, yeah.
rice.
They have erythromania, so they are compelled to count and sort things. So salt, I don't know if that would do any good. Salt would be fantastic though, if we run into some other sorts of spirits and stuff. I got some of that, don't worry.
Okay.
I hope the teenagers are enthralled with this as well. I start walking towards the entrance.
Yeah.
Just throw some beans at a teen.
You don't throw them, don't waste them. If you waste them and you don't have them, you'll be sorry.
I'll take your word for it. Okay. So I assume we'll go to the desk clerk first and at least announce ourselves.
Sorry, I was switching out my mouse.
No worries.
Batteries died. Yes. So you walk in, and once you're inside, it actually looks kind of nice. It's musty. And
Does it like supernaturally change like the Overlook Hotel where it like looks decrepit from the outside, but when you get inside, it's like being teleported back in time?
kind of, but not like you're just like, oh, it looks, it's
better
dimly
upkept than I
lit.
expected.
Yeah, so it you can tell, the lights aren't as bright. The decor is very aged. It smells a little musty in there, but you don't see like dust.
So our standards
like-
are low, and it just kind of went slightly above that.
It went, yeah. It's like, oh wow, the desk is actually in one
Gotcha.
line apart.
That's so nice.
And speaking of the desk, behind the desk you see a little old lady with knitting needles, just sitting there knitting. I used to have them next to me, but they're gone now. So,
mine are all over there.
Yeah, mine are downstairs. I finished my projects, so obviously ran away with them. So you see a lady, old lady with hair up in the old granny bun, large, she's holding on from the 80s, giant, glasses, knitting. She sitting behind the desk and she looks, oh, hello, dearie. Welcome to Hereafter Hotel. Were you looking for accommodations for the night?
Oh.
We contacted you.
You contacted? I don't remember any sort of contact.
Yeah, you had a problem with some teens taking up a room?
I mean, we do have some teenagers spending the night here, but they're guests. They're not, of course they're taking a room. I'd rather them have sleeping out in the hallway.
Is there a placard that says her name?
Yeah. No, there's not.
So we
She have
don't
like a
know what
little
this
name
is.
tag or anything?
She does not. No name tag.
Hell, who
Uh,
hired us for this job?
Val will take out his little like pocketbook and look through the notes on this case.
Oh, you exterminators! It's awfully late.
No,
Exterminate. Copy.
Why, you got squonks?
I'm looking for a Barry Drewmore.
Oh, she works the morning shift, dear.
I-
Oh.
I'm the owner. I'm Mrs. Kathy Vaughn, and I own the place. So I take the night shift. I live as well.
Oh.
uh,
Does Barry Drewmore stay here too?
No, she lives in proper.
town.
This
Yeah.
do
Do
you have
get,
a
like,
contact information for
an
Mrs.
AIM
Drewmore?
username?
Barry.
MSN?
I don't know what those are. Are you
That's on me. That's
A
on me.
telephone
My
number.
apologies.
Fax.
Yeah. Well, I don't think I should be just giving out her contact information to random people, guests, potential guests that just walk in.
Ma'am, I'm a private investigator and I have been hired.
Did she pay you money? What are you investigating?
Yeah, did we get paid?
Was there like a deposit or anything?
No, she
As a
literally just
retainer?
called you and said, "Hey, I need you to get."
It's like one
well,
of these
sorry,
mismanagement
ma'am.
things.
Maybe there was a bit of a communication mix-up. Y'all, what do we do here?
Was
Maybe we should
did
step
she
outside
make a
moment.
complaint against me? Is that what
Oh.
you're investigating?
Oh, no,
No,
not at,
she
not
made
at
a
all,
complaint
ma'am.
against the teenagers. She said that perhaps they had overstayed their
They just checked in. Why would they be
Sure.
overstaying? They're welcome. I don't understand this at all.
I
Would you like a
don't
room
know.
for the night? They're very comfortable. I wouldn't want you to, you know.
No, thank you.
Yes, I would love a room.
Hey, hang on, wait a minute. Yeah, I looked at Val. I'm like, hey, maybe there's something she don't know. So if we stay here, we might see that there's something weird going on.
I'm with Maggie on
What
this.
I will take a room.
How many would you like? There's one. And she like
Uh,
uses her free knitting needle. Do you want 4 rooms or 2?
I don't have that kind of money. I mean,
2 with 2 single beds.
Okay, yes.
we could just do the one. We're not even staying here. We don't have to spend that much money.
Oh,
Let
that's
me see.
true. We don't
What-
actually have to sleep here.
Let
we
me
don't.
see.
I know we don't actually have to sleep here, but Val's rationale is we can get 2 rooms, and that will spread out where we can set up monitoring equipment.
Ooh.
So do you want them conjoining, like with the door?
No, thank you.
Oh, well, we have, let me see. Yes. She takes out a big book and, like, plops it down in front of you. Here's a pin. If you would just sign your names there, please.
And Val will pull take the lead, sign his name, and probably get out like ID or whatever to properly book the room, like driver's license or whatever.
Yeah. She's got one of those old-fashioned, like, credit card machines that you put
Oh,
it
yeah,
on
the
and
one that
does the
takes the impression?
Yep.
Val
And-
sees nothing outdated or weird about that.
Yeah, no. Why would you?
Yeah.
Standard.
So how closely are you looking at the book as you're signing it? Or is anybody else looking over house?
Val is for sure looking over like the most recent sign-ins. If there is any for today, as if these teens had just signed in, basically fact checking what she's just told us.
Yeah. So you see 5 names. Sorry, I had to count. That have signed, and they all have today's date. You see, Freddie Freeling, Carol Ann Torrance, Heather Williams, Jason Lutz, L-U-T-Z, and George Freeling.
All right. Val's going to do his best to memorize these names. And when we get a chance to check into our rooms, is going to find a phone book to see if I can reverse look up and check some of this stuff out to see if...
Are the 2 Freelings in the same room?
You don't see room numbers by any of them. You just
Oh.
see their names and like the date that they like next to them. Like they signed their name and then wrote today's date. But you can look on, because this is, old. So like on the wall behind her, she's got hooks of
for keys.
The keys. So you see that there are 2 keys gone.
Hmm.
You said there was 5 names
Yes.
written down?
Yes. Freddie, Carol Ann, Heather, Jason, and George.
I missed Heather. All right.
Heather, her last name is Williams. So question for Rune. Yes, names. Do you have your friend on your shoulder?
Yes.
Oh, that's a lovely. Is that a parrot on your shoulder?
I feel like the ravens are rather large.
Yes.
They're massive. Parrots are massive too, though.
Right.
At least some.
Macaws, yeah, can be.
Corvus like ruffles his feathers at that, like an indignation to be called a parrot.
How dare you?
I might have some saltines. Does it want a cracker?
Hey.
She like rustles around.
Birds, I think.
Please do
I
not
mean,
pick our
ravens in
eyes.
general
Please
will
do
eat
not
just
pick our
about anything.
A raven.
Evermore?
Mm-hmm.
Do you like
Evermore?
dogs? And I show her Gumball, my big old
Oh, a
bloodhound.
dog! Oh,
Yeah.
are you a part of a circus?
What?
I mean, you all have animal. What do you have? Tricks.
No, nothing. I got. Kind of like lift up my hands.
Okay. It's just most
I'm
people
not
don't.
part of the circus. My apologies. I'm just an intern.
I didn't know circuses had interns. Learn something new every day. So you said 2 rooms, then? Yes.
Yeah.
So she
Pointedly, I would like to look at this list. I see the names, and I write down Cheryl Baker. I do not write down my real name.
Gotcha.
And we ain't signing names.
Val
did I have
did.
to put...
No.
Val did.
Jonathan did.
Oh, guys.
What? I was practicing my penmanship. My apologies.
I was like, yeah. And I'm just like, well, Kathy, it has been so nice to meet you, Cheryl Baker.
Oh, thank you.
And I reached
very
out
nice.
Val's
to
used to
shake her
leaving
hand.
like a trail because he's used to having to go to court and say, "This is where I was."
Rune like wants
this
to
is-
erase the names.
Mrs. Duvall.
Not Jonathan's name. You wrote your name wrong.
Shoot, I'm so
sure.
bad at cursive.
Mrs. Duvall will reach over and shake your hand in her little.
Duval.
All right. She feels like normal, not like a skinwalker or
How do you feel
got bones in there.
How
I
do you
can feel a normal hand.
just grabbing
Just
at the
massage
knuckles?
your hand.
Maggie,
I am practiced.
Why? Oh, that was not the move I wanted to do. First, I was gonna look at my list of moves real quick. Where is it? Article. I had a list and then I lost the list.
Are you looking for
Anyway.
a move per mayhem?
I was. I think I need my other.
I don't like that there's a role for this.
No. Oh, there it
I
is.
love
I
that
knew I
there's
had a
a
list
role for
somewhere.
roll
Roll
for
for
hand feel.
Skinwalker. Yeah.
Why don't
Yeah.
you give me, I guess it'd be
Investigate a mystery. Maybe?
yeah, I know those have specific questions, but we'll just use that for now because the only other one I can think of is manipulate someone.
Oh, I'm not trying to manipulate her. I'm definitely
No.
investigating her.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if she's as corporeal as she.
Yeah. So roll investigate a mystery. That is plus sharp.
Well, it would be, yeah.
Or
No, investigate
sharp.
plus sharp.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a +1 to this. Oh, I threw my D4 on the floor. It's okay. We got another one right here. Okay.
You need D6s.
7.
Are you rolling D6s or
7
D4s?
D6s.
Okay,
Maggie's
you said
playing
4.
D4.
You did say
Oh,
D4, so I was like, wait.
Sorry, I got a 4. Okay, so total it's 8. All
Okay,
in,
so
with the
you hold
modifiers.
one question. So you have those list of questions.
Yes.
What sort of creature is it, I suppose?
Or what is being concealed here would also be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I actually, what is being concealed here is my question.
And you're specifically like checking that out while you're taking like shaking her hand, massaging a little
The
bit.
handshake goes on a little bit too long, I think. So
Her hands are kind of
Oh
cold.
dear.
just looking
Poor
at her.
circulation.
But I have like
Yeah.
a dead smile though, like
like she can't. So she shakes. You said what is being concealed here was your final question?
Yes.
Her hands feel normal, like they're cold, but
Okay.
she's an old lady who's been sitting there knitting, so
Yeah.
you know it might be a little drafty in here. You don't suspect that she's a skinwalker or she is, you know, anything but an old lady sitting here, but she does seem to have brushed off you saying that you were hired by the desk clerk awfully quickly. Like,
Yeah.
it could mean nothing, but it does. I don't know. It has a weird feeling for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Excellent.
All right. Well then.
Well, I hope you enjoy your stay. You find you are in 21 and 24. They're right next to each other. If you just go down the hall and take a left, then you should find them about halfway down on the right side.
Thank you very
All
much.
right. Thank you very much. I think we ought to bill Miss Barrymore or Drew Barry.
Barry
What
Drew
was the
Moore.
name? Drew Moore. Drew Moore. We should bill Miss Drew Moore for the expense. You don't have a phone number or anything for her?
You have a phone?
They're not going to
That's
give that to us.
cool. I just got a
Well, I don't know.
landline.
Yeah, they
People
can
had
phone
to
book.
book with you.
Yeah. What was the nature of this communication? How was I contacted/contracted?
They
Yeah.
gave you a phone call. They said that they had found you on some forum. There is some mention of that you had done some paranormal work before, knew something about the paranormal.
All right.
So they gave you
Did was that number like just a payphone? Like if I star 69 that?
yes.
All right. So I will. If like as we head into the rooms, are there like phone books in the rooms or?
Well, before we get to your rooms,
Yeah.
so you're in the main lobby part, right?
Yeah.
There's a desk and off, and it's just kind of this enclosed entryway. There's some double doors that lead into the rest of. And as you go through those doors, you see a long hallway that seems probably a bit longer than it should feel. It feels longer than what you thought this
Val's like
hotel
kind of like
was.
grokking the the length. Like,
So I want everyone to roll sharp for me.
Sharpe.
Yay.
All right, that's 9.
Heck.
Ooh, double 1s plus 1 is a 3.
Okay, I didn't do that bad. Got a 5.
You used all of your luck on your premonition.
Yes.
Okay. I got a 12 total. I got a 6 and a
good
5
job,
on the
Maggie.
die plus 1.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
All right, so
Somebody's paying attention.
Maggie, you find room 24. You're at the door. You're like, hey,
Yeah.
here's the room. And who took the keys, I guess, is the question as well.
I mean,
would think
Val
that.
paid, so it would have taken 1.
So you have one to say, I don't know, one of them, 22 or 24, and then who the other one?
Probably Maggie with her awkwardly long handshake.
So Maggie,
yeah,
you have
okay. I can palm the key.
Yeah, so you have a key and you're like, oh cool, we found it. You put the key in and you look around and nobody else is with you. Nobody else found their way to the hall or to this room.
We're directionally challenged.
Sorry. Val? Jonathan? Gumball, go sniff them out. Go see if you can find Rune and all of them. Can I send Gumball to go find them? Help him get here.
Yes, and I will resolve that in a bit. So let's find out
Heck
where everyone
yeah.
else ended up. Val, you find yourself at room 13. You don't see anybody else around you though. And you look down the hall and
Was
you
this
don't
one of the
see...
rooms that was taken? Like one of the keys that was missing?
No.
No. 13. Unlucky number. And nobody else is in the hall?
Nope. You look back and forth and you don't see anybody.
Val would like backtrack to like the closest like turn that they'd taken to see, you know, they just hung back, got distracted by something. That's their first instinct because they're new to this weird stuff.
Yeah. So you go a few doors down and there's like a T intersection that you, because, you know, you're like, well, she said, you know, take a turn and just be half. So you go back to that T intersection, you look, no one's there. You don't see anybody down that, around that corner.
What's the vibe? Like, is it just like deadly silent, or is there still like sound going on? Like, you know, evidence of things,
Yeah,
like life in the area.
You don't necessarily hear life in the area, but you do, like, you hear the sounds of like the hotel settling, like creaking. The lights are still on. But you don't like hear people behind doors. You don't see anybody in the hall. So it is quiet, but it's not like deadly quiet. You still can hear the house settling, creaking, and that kind of stuff. But
okay. I was at door 13. And I've backtracked. Have the numbers gone down or up?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes. No, yes, as in YES.
Yeah. So the numbers have gone down and up.
Yes.
All right.
Like one of them's like, oh, there's 20. Oh, there's 34. 6? Like it just is all over the place.
All scrambled.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And there doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to them.
No.
Okay. Val's going to reach into his pocket and pull out the little bag of beans and drop one in front of door 13 and start walking and see if anything changes as he circles around, trying to get a lay of like the actual layout and maybe find like one of those "you are here" little maps, like for fire escape.
Yeah. So you drop the bean, you walk, and are you trying to make like a circle, like just keep taking rights the whole time? Or?
Yeah, I'm basically I'm following one wall and
Okay.
seeing like if things start moving on me.
So you follow that, and it does somehow make a circle. It's a weird layout of a hotel, especially if it was an old Victorian
And no
house.
fire
But
escape,
nope,
like
just
a map or
it just
anything.
looks like the
Just
same
looks
hall.
at
Val's head is going to explode.
I've got this.
So as you come up to, you do make it around. You do see your bean. You do see number 13. But as you get closer, you see a little girl, like with ringlets in her hair. She's wearing a cute little dress. It looks very homemade, like, little Mary Jane, socks up to her. Bending over, she's got a little teddy bear in her hand, bending over and picking up the bean and kind of looking at it.
I'm a bit lost. Do you know where room 22 is?
Did you drop this?
You look like it. You know what that is?
Looks like a bean. Is it a bean?
I think it might
Did you drop
be
a bean?
You know, it may have fallen out of my pocket.
Oh, do you want it back?
No, you can keep it.
Oh.
You might be able to plant it.
Why would I want to plant a bean?
Sometimes they reach up to the skies and there's giants there.
My mama says that that's a big, hokey story.
Your mom doesn't have a lot of fun in her, does she? Well,
we did have to work really hard. Do you like my dress? It's my Sunday best.
What day is it today? Is it Sunday?
It is not Sunday, no. It is, we'll say it's Friday. It's Friday around 7-ish o'clock.
Yeah, it's a very pretty dress.
Thank you. My mommy made it for me.
She's a very skilled seamstress then.
Oh, she makes like all my clothes.
Frugal. Room 22. You know which one that is?
I can only count up to 10.
I don't think there's a lot counting with these doors.
That sounds like a big number, though. Is it a big number?
It's more than twice 10.
What does twice mean? If you took 2 10 doors do you need 2 10 doors?
You need 2 10 doors and then 2 more doors.
So you need 4 doors. Are you looking for 4 different kinds of doors?
Do you know where your mother is? I'd like to talk to your mother.
Oh, I don't know where mommy is.
Oh, gosh.
Have you seen my puppy?
You got a puppy?
I lost him. I don't know where he is.
Seems like a lot of things are lost right now. Let's go looking.
Okay. And she'll just start skipping down the hallway. Rune and Jonathan. You are in the hall somewhere. You don't know where you're at.
Oh dear.
But you're 2 together at least.
I was like, I didn't know I was gonna write my signature wrong. I just not good cursive writer, so I really appreciate you fixing that up for me.
You should never write your name on.
What do you mean? That you're supposed. That's like legal documents. You got to do that all the time.
We're in a strange place. Don't give them your name. I
Wait.
thought Maggie gave you the whole rundown on how that should be.
I mean, Maggie was saying a lot of things, and I just could not keep up. I am so sorry. Like, I got the beans for the stalkers, or no,
I have no idea. Half of what it says.
for the Wahoo Wags, something like that. I forget.
Pocket beans. I guess throw them at him.
Well, we have pocket beans.
What
Wait,
room were we again?
20 something. They have the key, and I turn around, and it's like,
Oh no.
I thought I was kind of like following you in front of me, like I was just kind of going, like, you know what I'm saying?
So
Where
did they
is
like
everybody?
turn a corner and now we can't see them? Like
I don't remember turning a corner or seeing a corner, to be honest.
You two start hearing
don't say that.
clicking sounds on the floor, on the hardwood floor.
Like dog nails on a hardwood floor.
Bingo.
Is it Mackie's dog? Do you hear that?
Behind or in front?
It's true.
In front. And you do see, as you look, suddenly, oh, there's a T intersection you're coming up to.
That's crazy.
All right. I mean, Rune's gonna walk towards the clicking. Logically, it should be Maggie's dog.
Mm-hmm. There's nobody else here, right?
Right.
You turn the corner where the clicking sound was coming from, and you see
I don't like that you're looking up.
a dog? Question mark? It might have been a dog at one point.
At one point.
I don't know.
It is a large beast. It does have kind of the semblance of a dog, like
it's
like
dog
a Doberman.
shaped, but
yeah, it's dog shaped. It's got like the cropped ears of like a Doberman, but it is massive. It is snarling. It's got red eyes. It seems
that's not
fully translucent, but like
the Hound of Baskerville.
Kinda, yeah. You see like dropping and it growling. And as you turn the corner, you lock eyes with it, and you hear it start to just like let out as it starts to kind of make its way towards you.
Yeah. That's somebody else's dog, and they're not around, right? So we need to go, or like,
if we run, it's gonna chase us. I don't think we can outrun that.
do you think it'll chase the beans?
Throw the beans at it.
No, at it! You gotta pass it!
Y'all
So
are so welcome.
There's not clear directions on the beans.
That is on me. I forgot about that.
Does the dog just catch them in their mouth?
No, the dog it bounces off the nose. Well, it kind of half bounces, half kind of just passes through the nose, and it gets
sort of
confused at first.
Okay, now
okay.
And then it just like goes back into like murder mode.
Oh, cool. Run!
Cool.
Beans.
So okay.
Do we find the others? We could destroy this thing, right?
I don't know.
Sorry, you all are running.
Yeah, we're running until I figure out what I can try to do.
Okay, so I want you two to roll Act Under Pressure, which is a cool.
I'm not cool.
Oh, I'm not cool either. I'm like,
what you were trying to cool. And unless you tell me differently, I'm assuming you run the creature.
I rolled a 7 minus 1 is 6.
God. I rolled a 3.
Okay.
Oh, yay.
I
don't think 6 passes. I think
so.
It's
I'm
like
going to read to you
above.
what. It's 6 and below. You fail. Which is called a miss. But hey, you guys get experience. Congratulations.
Yeah, we take.
You might, if you survive, you might love.
If
we take one forward as well, right?
I don't believe so, unless you have a move.
Gotcha.
I should have stayed in spot.
Boo. So I will read you what it says in the quote. On a miss, things go to hell.
At least both of us failed. Just kidding.
Right, we got together.
Yay.
Fine.
So you both are trying to run through these hallways, but you don't know where you're going. This dog beast seems to kind of know where they're going, or at least it's, more sure on its feet than you two are. And so it is catching up. And you turn a corner to try to outrun it, and suddenly it's a dead end.
What about the doors?
There are doors.
Can we try one of them?
Can you? Are you going to?
I would like to try. I would like to try. Do I roll or do I just do?
Just do.
Just do.
Just open the door. Hey, there's a door.
Yeah.
I think while Jonathan's trying the door, Rune is like gonna step forward. And I'm gonna try and burn everything.
What?
Oh.
Is that one of your moves?
Light arson?
Light
We're at a dead
arson.
end.
So this is one of their magics. So when you use magic to inflict harm, you can choose to inflict 3 harm area magic, obvious, or 3 harm ignore armor magic, obvious.
So you have to do a use magic roll, yes?
Yes.
Okay, so go ahead and roll
That's
that.
weird.
Yeah, it's a plus weird.
Maybe this will go better. I haven't rolled above a 3 so far.
Good
Fingers
golly.
crossed.
Okay, so 7, 8, 9, 10.
So a 10 plus, the magic works without issues. So you have. Do you choose an effect, or do you already have your effect built in because of your move?
Let's see here. It's just to inflict harm, so I think.
Okay, which is an effect. So
Okay. I feel like the lights are gonna like pop out that are in the hallway as like Rune's like pulling whatever electrical energy is from them, and is like just going to like thrust her hands forward at this dog creature, trying to electrocute it, get it to stop while Jonathan is trying that door.
All right, and how much harm? What did it just do? 1?
It does 3.
3. So you do this burning. So yeah, all the lights are popping and just fireball a la like almost like Goku's, spirit ball comes out. And it like whoosh, goes over the beast. He's still standing. He looks significantly singed now. And you do notice that Jonathan did manage to get the door. There is a door open now.
Beautiful.
Rune, are we fighting this thing, or we dip in for a bit? Like, what are we doing?
I think we could hurt it. I think we could take this thing out.
Yeah.
She like seems oddly excited at the like thought of
God.
carnage.
I'm so glad Val isn't there for this.
If you want to hide in the room, you can, but I think I could kill it.
Okay, if I see like a fire
I
starting
think I could
in
kill a dog.
over there, or is it just enough singe?
No,
kind of
it's
thing?
like it's singed. It's got like the black marks.
Gotcha,
There's
okay.
probably some stuff on the walls that are still kind of like have little flames on them, but nothing seems to be really like catching.
I'm going to see that Rune wants to fight this, and I'm gonna go grab the kind of comforter over the bed, if there's a bed in this room that I've opened, and just kind of like come out and like throw
Try
it
to smother flames.
not smother
Or-
flames, but just like distract the dog by just
They're gonna grab Rune.
no.
Like, no.
No.
Cover her in a blanket.
Yeah. And like the dogs kind of like go this, like kind of shake their head, just kind of get confused. Like give us some time to like either Rune being able to do something, or something else.
So act under pressure. Give me an act under pressure roll.
Another cool roll. I should stop being so cool.
Stop being cool.
Not bad. That is a 9 minus 1 is an 8. So
so on a 7 to 9, The keeper is going to give you a worse outcome, a hard choice, or a price to pay.
Gotcha.
So you are attempting over the dog beast. But you're gonna have to get kind of close. Comforter's kind of awkward. So it is going to be able to get a bite, like a snap at you. So you would take 1 harm.
Okay. That's fair.
So you do manage to cover the dog, but
All right. Sounds good. Ah! Ooh, hey, this guy's.
Oh, it can also
Sizers.
hurt us. Ugh. Oh, the little incorporeal.
so it's now like kind of like you see this comforter kind of wiggling, trying to get out. Like the dog beast thing is trying to get out from underneath the comforter.
Right. I don't know how often can we use like our magic? Like, is there spell slots?
Nope, you don't have spell slots. The only one that is kind of more iffy is big magic.
Okay.
But your normal use magic is just an irregular move.
Perfect.
Fail it or has a glitch, that's when things get a little.
Oh yeah, that would be bad because bad luck.
Yeah.
You're fine, Jonathan. Don't let me fail this roll.
Wait, what do you mean? Don't let you?
What do you mean?
Backlash. It's fine.
What do you mean backlash? Hold
We'll
up.
find out when we cross
Good
that
golly.
bridge.
Can I jinx?
We'll burn that bridge when we get there.
What does your
yeah.
yes? What's
You
your
can
jinx
encourage
say?
coincidence to occur the way you want. When you jinx a target, I roll weird, and then on a 10 plus, I hold 2. 7, 9, I hold 1. And on a miss, keeper holds 2 over me. And here's how either the keeper, if I fail, or myself can use it. I can interfere with a hunter and give them -1. I can help a hunter and give them 1 forward by interfering with their enemy. And then interfere with a monster, minion, or bystander is trying to do, and then inflict 1 harm on a target due to an accident. Target, there's so many, sorry. To find something you left for them. The target loses something you will soon find. So I'm going to jinx them to kind of help them put 1 forward just in case they need that 1 extra.
Okay, yeah, because there is a move called help out, which is more like when you're helping another hunter with the move they're making.
Okay.
But
what would that
with magic,
roll
it's like
That's
how
plus cool.
It's plus cool. You gotta be cool to do it.
No.
So for that one, if you get it, then you get a fail it.
Yeah.
Get it actually helping. So
yeah, pretty much. You get 2 against me, I think.
Yeah, if you fail, if you do your jinx.
Yeah, so 10, 7, 9, and whatever else. That's a double 1. You have 2 against me.
Awesome. I will have to look up my jinx. All right, but that's
You
against
want me to
you, not
send you
against
it on
Rune, though.
Discord? Oh no, it's against me. Here, I'll just send you a list on Discord real quick.
Okay, that'd be great.
Yeah.
I probably could find it, but
Oh well, hey, no harm in everyone finding it, helping out.
I have a little percussion background
Gotcha.
here too. So.
I don't hear it. It's all good.
Yeah, you can't catch it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
The little drum was super cute though.
Oh.
All right, with this thing covered, I think Rune's going to keep trying to deal damage to it. Because carnage. 3, 5, 6, 7. Does not.
A 7 does hit. It works imperfectly though. So you get to choose your effect with harm and a glitch. So the glitch is either it's weakened, it's of short duration, you take 1 harm, ignore magic, the magic draws immediate unwelcome attention, or
Ooh. You cut out a little bit on the last one.
oh, sorry. It has a problematic side effect.
What would be most fun? I kind of want it to draw unwanted attention because that might bring the teenagers out.
Okay.
So you fire off this fireball again, and once again, the doggo and now the comforter has gone up in flames.
Oh, dear.
And you know, and the doggo falls over. And then like the comforter kind of sinks where the dog was. So like the dog disappears. And after, you're standing there like, yeah, we did it. Like, you
hard.
hear you hear footprints coming down from around the corner.
Maggie.
Aku.
Let's go back over to Maggie, who told Pupper, which I can't remember his name, to go find the others, right?
Oh, Gumball. Sorry, the
Gumball.
dog is named Gumball.
Gumball. Love that.
I kept I was thinking like something bean. I was like, jelly bean? No.
No, I
we
just
just
have
have
beans. I just gave out beans.
So the form has to be as spot on as possible.
I think, Adrian, you're unmuted.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So you sent Gumball. Gumball goes off for a little bit, but then comes back and does not bring anybody back.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll check the room out at least. Maybe start. I have cryptid hunting gear in my equipment. So I probably have some like cameras and surveillance stuff. So like, I'll get my bag settled, start figuring out how we want to set up and hold camp. So I attempt to open this door and go in this room.
Open the door, and you go in, and you see in the corner of the room there is a figure.
Don't like that.
Curse.
Oh,
it is.
Pardon me.
It turns around, and it very clearly is a man under a pinkish bedsheet with holes cut out. Hello.
Hey, buddy.
Boo. I'm a ghost.
Oh, yeah, you're doing a great job. Hey, buddy, why don't you go haunt another room? This one's taken.
This is my room that I'm haunting because I died here.
All right. Can read a bad situation or
yeah, go for it.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to read a bad situation. So I'm gonna roll plus sharp. I'm a sharp person, so I lean toward those skills. Oh, that's not super great, but it is a 7. So I got a 4 and a 2 on the die plus 1.
So you get to hold 1. So you can ask one of those questions.
Yes, absolutely. I'm gonna say, what's the biggest threat? Is this man a threat to me? Is what I'm trying to assess.
You probably Gumball's the biggest threat. Like, not to you, but
in general.
In the room right now, you don't really sense a big threat. This man does not seem to be very threatening.
All right. Does he have any personal effects around the room? Does he have?
Not that you can see.
Okay. All right. What do I say to a man who's standing in a room with a sheet? Listen, I need to borrow the room.
perv.
So if you don't mind, I'm gonna need you to find somewhere else to haunt for the night.
But I can't. I am, as the rules of ghosts are, you can't. I mean, this is where I died and where I haunt.
Buddy, do not preach the rule of ghosts to me. I'm gonna walk up and attempt to move the sheet.
No, my ectoplasm.
Skin! My ghost
I'm
skin.
no. This is ridiculous now.
No, you don't understand. I have
sure
to be a
don't. You better get
ghost.
explaining.
I have to be a ghost.
Listen. There's a ghost, a real ghost here. Her name is
Dime a dozen.
JoBeth. Her name's JoBeth, and she is loveliest non-living or living thing that I've ever laid eyes on. And I may be pretending to be a ghost so that she thinks I'm a ghost, so that maybe she might one day
You can try to shoot your shot.
wanna go out with me.
Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. I like put my arm around him and like sit
There are
him
more
down.
corporeal fish in the sea, my guy.
I don't know how to break this to you, but you're not gonna fool a ghost by putting a sheet on your head.
But if she thinks maybe I might be a ghost, then maybe she'll very shy. She had a bad relationship before, she died. So I have to take it slow with her. Her last relationship may have been what killed her. Sort of in a way.
All right. Well,
So,
I don't
so
really.
I gotta take things slow because I don't want to scare her. They were supposed to get married here. I mean, if you see her, she's so still in her wedding dress. It's so beautiful.
Okay, fantastic. Where I'm sure she's great. Where
Do you know what?
Where did you come from?
I came from LA. I stayed here, and then I saw JoBeth, and I just couldn't leave. Much like JoBeth can't leave.
All right. Well, how long have you been here?
5 years.
5. Okay. Well, all right.
Okay,
Listen,
but
you're
do you
certainly
want to see? I have to take things slow though because her fiance. Do you know what her fiance said to her? Have you ever heard the story of JoBeth and her fiance? First of all,
no, not at all.
well, they were supposed to get married. They were staying here, and on the day of the wedding, he told her he left her at the altar. First of all, and the reason why was he said he could never love a girl. How hurtful. How
he could never love a girl. I'm so sorry, you cut out a little bit there. How he could never love a girl? What?
Never love a girl who looks like a fish.
What?
Does she look like a fish?
No, she looks gorgeous, and so she jumped off the balcony of the hotel and landed on, which is several stories below. But yeah, so that's why I have to take things slow because I don't want her to think that I think she looks like a fish. Like, she doesn't look like a fish to me.
Oh, okay. Well, tell you what, I think I might know an answer to your problem because I know a thing or two about ghosts and you know, not necessarily dating a ghost. Can't say I've ever heard of that, but
I mean, I was gonna say if you've ever dated, like, I mean,
no.
time means nothing to her, right? Like, I've been here 5 years, like a minute, so that's why I figure, I'm in it for as long as it takes.
All right. Well, let me tell you, the reason you have not been successful, you have been going about it all wrong. So, what I'm going to get you to do here, instead of putting a sheet over your head, right? Don't do the sheet. That's not going to work. What you need to do is go down to the kitchen and cover yourself in flour. Now, make sure there's no salt or anything around in the room. Cover yourself in flour. You're going to go down there, and that should be your ticket to seeing
Do you
JoBeth.
think? Do you think? I mean, I see her just fine, but like, Would
No,
would
you'll see her
flour
in
work?
all her glory, and she'll oh yeah, absolutely. What that's gonna do is that's gonna dissolve some of the moisture on your skin and cover up the scent that you're a real human.
Oh,
So
I didn't even think. Do ghosts smell? Like, I know they don't smell, but can they smell with their noses and
it's more like
sense
an aura
smell?
thing. It's more like an aura
Oh,
thing, yeah.
yeah. Okay. No, that makes a lot more sense. I mean,
Get
because
on, get! You got a
obviously.
girlfriend to catch.
Oh, yeah. He's like, will run out of the room, still wearing the, and like,
Fabulous. I
you know,
locked the door.
Oh my god.
if you want to know
I
his
lock it.
name was Mike
I do.
Nicholson.
Mike
Mike.
Nicholson.
Yeah, Mike Nicholson,
Beautiful.
because it's the 80s.
He's not on our list. Who is this?
Absolute. Ugh.
So
Oh,
you've
good.
chased poor Mike out of the room.
Just gadding around here. Never heard tell of something like that. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna just start like setting equipment up, seeing what we got. And I think at this point I wouldn't like assume danger. I'd just assume y'all were lost. But if 10 minutes, 15 minutes goes by more, then I think she would be like, where the hell?
Yeah, so
Hotel room, not a
probably,
labyrinth.
yeah,
Yeah.
you definitely have waited, after, especially after you chased Mike out, like, you've
Yeah.
definitely waited, that amount of time, and still nobody's really shown up yet.
Okay. Well, I am going to. I don't know that I want to leave all my stuff here.
Do you have what kind of equipment do you have right now?
So I have, thank you. I have ghost hunting equipment. I have a walking stick. Sorry, those are the things I remember. Sorry, I don't have ghost hunting equipment. I have cryptid hunting gear. Um, so the kinds of things I picture that I have on me are obviously like cameras and camcorders. I do have a cell
Naturally.
phone. I have a Nokia 5510. It was the
Ooh.
first cell phone to have an MP3 player as a part of it. It
Amazing.
also has a full
Nice.
QWERTY keyboard. So
Ooh.
it's a
Like, yeah,
it's a BlackBerry Lite. So I do
love
have one of
that.
those. I'm wearing outdoor wear. Is there something specific you're asking
Do
me?
you have any, like,
I got beans.
because I guess I don't know what the difference is, because I'm
Like
thinking
encrypted
like
and ghost.
Phasmophobia type ghost hunting equipment, so
Sure.
Like an
dots
EMF
and stuff.
reader.
Yeah, so do you have any like do you have any running right now, or are you just like on the bed seeing your
I
spread?
think I was waiting to like get a plan of attack. I don't think I jumped the gun on
Okay.
anything just yet.
Okay.
But I would say probably something like a thermocam would be good for cryptid. I probably got a couple snares.
Gotcha.
I don't have
The famous feat of
decidedly.
ghost.
I don't pack. I don't have like a gun or any kind of heavy weaponry. But I probably have
Okay.
like a utility knife.
Like a
Gotcha.
Swiss
All
Army
right.
knife.
So yeah, you have all your stuff laid out on the bed. Organize it, make sure everything's working, batteries are charged, all that fun.
Yeah.
And still nobody has made it to the.
All right. Well, I don't want to leave too much of my stuff about, but I'm sure it'll just take a second to find them. Um, Gumball, I'm gonna have you come with me. We're gonna lock the door behind us with the key. Um, and I'm gonna attempt to look for them.
All right. So yeah, you go out into the hall and you start walking in the hall, trying to find folks. Hopping over to Val, you're walking with a little girl, Miss. I don't know. Not you. Her name. You find out that her name is Little Carrie, Carrie. With the inspired by 80s slasher films. And so she's, walking down the hall with you. What do you like? Are you talking to?
This little girl.
Yep. Little Carrie.
Carrie is I know you haven't read my backstory yet, but that name kind of like hits a little hard. Just politely talking and asking about what she likes and keeping her from getting nervous about not knowing where her mom is. Even if this is a ghost, he wants to. But
Yeah.
I would also like to read a bad situation if possible.
Yeah, go for it. The roll sharp.
Sharp. That is 10.
10. So you get to ask 3 of those questions.
Beautiful. All right. So, are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
Yes. She's standing next to you.
What's the best way out?
I'll think on that
And
one.
what's the best way to protect the victims?
The best way to protect the victims would be to find the victim first.
Well, yeah, but
and get them out of the house.
Yeah.
The best way out, you said? Your best way out?
Yeah.
Right now, really the best way out would be to find yourself back to the main lobby and the front door.
Yeah. And unfortunately, it seems like this is now a block of hotel rooms with no way to the lobby. So let's see here. This girl is dangerous, you say? Like a big threat?
She could be.
The potential. Val is still going to treat her kindly. Not going to immediately turn hostile, having gotten the vibe that they are dangerous. Kind of the opinion that if you start freaking out, that will make the situation worse. He's like, so how old are you, Carrie?
5. 5. I think 5.
Yeah. When's your birthday? Mine's actually coming up.
Oh, what are you gonna wish for?
I haven't made a birthday wish in a long time.
Oh, that's sad. You should always make birthday wishes.
What about you? You got a birthday wish?
To find my puppy.
Oh. Okay. What's your puppy's name?
Cujo.
Of course. That's really easy.
Yeah, he's a cute little puppy. He likes to play. If you throw a bone at him, he just loves playing with bones and balls. He'll play with them all day.
Of course. Yeah. All right. Well, and I've been walking with Carrie. Have things become more consistent, or are they still very widely varying numbers on the
Give me another sharp roll.
sharp? That's beautiful. That's a 14.
All right. Was there something specific you were looking for?
One just the room number I'm supposed to be finding, 21 or 24. Let me put this in the notes. I think it was supposed to be 22
It
and
was
24
22.
because
Yeah, 22 and 24.
yeah.
So as you're talking to little Carrie and you're having this conversation, you see room 24, and then further down you see and kind of past that you Maggie walking Gumball.
Oh. Megs?
Hey, do I see the little girl?
Yeah.
Well, you got yourself a little buddy there.
Yeah,
And
we're
I actually have. Sorry, go ahead.
no worries. We're just looking for Carrie's dog, Cujo.
I
Interesting
like your
name.
puppy. What's your puppy's
Yeah.
name?
This is Gumball.
Gumball. I like gumballs.
Yeah, so does he. That's why he got his name. So looking at this creature, I have an ability from my first encounter move that whenever I see a new type of creature, I can immediately ask one of the investigate mystery questions. I don't know if you want me to roll to perceive that this is some kind of creature,
I
or
think
if this
you
looks
can
pretty obviously
tell.
weird. Okay.
Yeah, you can definitely tell. There's something. She's a
Yeah.
little see-through-ish.
Her
Like
clothes are dated. It's
yeah.
and she's just walking around. Okay, so I can just ask one of the investigative mystery. I would like to know, what can it do?
What can it do? It can change when angry.
Ooh, all right. So I think with that, is Gumball. So Gumball's also not a normal dog. Spoiler alert. But with I'll just make sure Gumball's being real cool. Let her interact with Gumball if she would like. While I try to look at Hal and just like, where are the others?
Val's just kind of like
Where did
shrugs,
Jonathan
very
go?
like passively, like,
Where did you find her? Did you find the other room? Oh man. All right. Uh hey sweetie. Yeah, I'm so glad Gumball seems to really like you.
Yeah.
Do you have your parents or anyone else around?
Nope, just Cujo, but he's missing.
He's missing. All right. Why don't you go on down to the kitchen? Um, maybe he went to go get himself a snack. Just sending everybody to the kitchen.
Good idea.
Kitchen. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Are there bones in the kitchen? Do you think there's like chicken
usually.
stuff?
Oh,
Man
almost
covered
certainly,
in
yeah.
flour.
Make sure those chicken bones aren't cooked.
That makes sense. Yeah, and she'll turn and she'll walk, and as she goes like 20 paces away from you, she just vanishes.
Yeah. Okay. Hey. So that little girl is very dangerous. Um,
No,
some kind of unsettled spirit. Yeah. Anyways, we should probably find the other two pronto. Uh,
yeah.
I think we got to stay on the move here. I turn to try to go back to the room. I'm gonna go recollect my stuff. We got to move fast. Two things I want to know is, what time is it? Second
It
thing I want to know is,
is.
can I go
It
back
was
to my room?
7.
It's 7, so about 7:30ish right now.
Perfect. I'm checking. I specifically have like mechanical watch, not a like digital, basically.
Yeah, same with Val.
Yeah, so I'm checking it. And then I want to try to go get my stuff if I can, but I'm not going to waste a lot of time because I'm going to be worried about Rune and Jonathan.
Yep. So you didn't really. You didn't go far enough that the rooms didn't seem to switch on you.
Perfect.
So.
All right. So I'm just gonna quickly grab my stuff. I'm gonna be like, don't leave line of sight of me. And then we head off to look for.
Yeah. We'll stand in the threshold, won't fully go in.
Yeah.
All right. So you two get your stuff and you head off.
As we go, I'm like, there is a whole thing. You are not gonna believe this. You are gonna be plumb tickled. What I was just doing while y'all were gone.
So we hop over to Jonathan and Rune. And last we had you had just defeated
Maggie.
Joe.
Yeah, someone's coming around the corner.
Someone's coming around the corner, and what do you see? You see a man who looks very confused.
Wearing a sheet?
No, he took his sheet off. Remember,
he's covered in flour.
No, he just looks very. Oh, do you know where the kitchen is?
You know what? We can probably find the kitchen together. Have you seen some teens that have been running amok around here?
No, man. I don't. I don't think I saw a teenager. I saw a young woman, but I don't think she was that young.
Okay.
She kind of kicked me out of my room, to be honest. Gave me some advice.
You've been squatting in this hotel for 5 years, my guy.
You're right.
Hey, Rune, I think you might be our ticket to assist in us might assist you kind of situation.
You know where the kitchen is? Because I've been looking for I don't even know how long, but it feels like a long time. And I just keep finding more rooms.
Does this place
we actually had the same. Sorry, go ahead, Rune.
Oh no, does this place even have a kitchen? Did we ever get a layout?
Oh.
Yeah, it has a kitchen. I was room service exists. I was fed. I've been here for a while. I'm not a real ghost yet.
Yet.
You want to be?
I don't. Wait. This
What kind of look does she have when she says that?
Excited?
Let's just say we're in this very dark hallway where all the lights have blown out and there's a questionable blanket on the ground.
A burned blanket.
I don't want to be a real ghost right now. Maybe when I actually die. See, there's a really pretty ghost that lives here. Haunts here, and I'd really like to ask her out on a date, but obviously she's a ghost and I'm not. And so I was trying to make her think that I was a ghost, but then this woman, I didn't get her name. She said that flour's better than bed sheets, and now I gotta find the kitchen so I can put flour on me. Jo Beth will think that I'm a handsome ghost that she wants to date, and I don't think that she looks like a
I thought it was flowers attract
that sounds like Maggie.
Bees than vinegar or something. I forget.
Well, I don't want bees. She's not a bee. She's not a fish. She's a ghost.
No bees. No.
See her.
I got a question. Val has not seen this guy, but is he even a handsome guy? Would he even make a handsome ghost?
He's average.
Yeah, true.
Our private investigator asking those hard-hitting questions.
Yeah.
More like 10. That private investigator is being a mean bitch.
Under her breath, Rune's like, do you want to follow this guy away from this area?
I would really like to not be in this area. To be honest, this area kind of sucks.
Right.
Okay. I grab a sheet, I rip it, I bandage myself up a little, and I kind of was like, all right, I'm good. I can go.
Now, is this comforter polyester? Is this an uncomfortable bandage that you've made?
Well, no, the comforter is
No, it's the
there. I took the
sheet.
sheet, which
So
could
it's
be even worse, or sheets
But-
come in varieties.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
probably
Well,
not great for sleeping on, but it works for a bandage.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's just if it was the comforter which was burned, it could just be beaded up plastic on the edges.
Let me just push this comforter back into that room and close the door.
For
Not getting your
housekeeping.
deposit on that one.
Yes.
Oh, what's
This
your name,
is
sir?
Val's credit
Sorry.
card on the line
What is
here.
your name?
While Jonathan's talking to this man, Rune's going to
mhm.
try and push this blanket back into the room that he
Yep.
took the blanket from.
Yeah, you do that. I mean, if he noticed, he wasn't like pointing it out.
I mean, he already destroyed a sheet too, so
True.
There's no love for sheets at this place.
Thank you. Yeah.
So, this person, your name? What is your name?
Oh,
I
I'm
kinda-
Mike Nicholson.
That's crazy. Your name's not Josh,
Jack.
Caroline. I put my notes somewhere else. I think actually Maggie had my notes, and by Maggie had it, I didn't write any
Caroline,
notes.
Jason, George.
No. Was I supposed to be?
No, it's just some of the youngsters. They
Oh.
are they're
Like
they're
teenagers? Oh, you
Yeah.
did? Yeah. No. Yeah. I saw one of them. Yeah, running through the hall over that way. I think it was that way. Might have been that way. One of the ways that I came from. He was like,
Okay.
I don't know. He wasn't moving very fast. He was, like, chill. Like he wasn't super in a rush, but he looked. I don't know. I just saw him in passing because I was trying to find the kitchen.
Did he smell funny?
Kinda like there was kind of a smell.
Okay.
he's just got
All
a
right,
whiff, like a
okay.
jazz
Well,
cigarette.
listen, there's somebody that they probably are going toward the kitchen. So if we find them, we can find the kitchen is all I'm saying.
Oh, what is he like a cook? Do you think? Well,
He wants to be.
teenager. Yeah, let's go find the kitchen.
They're growing boys and girls. they want to be cooks or something. They aspire to be anything they want to be.
It's true. I mean, I wanted to be a fireman, but that didn't work out. Then I just became a lawyer, but then I didn't do very good at that. And then I was here on a business trip, and then then I fell in love with a ghost. So life takes you places.
You sure you don't want to
Sure
be a
does.
ghost right now?
Pretty sure. I don't.
What year is it for you?
2002.
Just
Okay.
checking. Just
About.
checking.
Yeah, no, I've been here for 5 years. I know.
I don't know anything. That's my thank you for
Oh.
telling me the year. That's
you're-
not a question against you. I
Are you a
frequently forget.
ghost?
Maybe. Would I know?
I touched on the shoulder. I go, class. I don't think so. Not.
Okay, no. I mean, you
Not
don't have the
yet.
ghost vibe.
Why are you pining after a ghost?
Cause she's so pretty.
Is that
Like-
all?
There
You know
is.
anything about her?
Okay, I
How
know.
superficial of you.
Sorry. Okay. I'm not
I
here.
know. I know that. Like, I know how she died. I know her sad story with fiance, fish, or looked like a fish, and said he couldn't love her because of that, and she died either through her own hands or pushed or accident. That part's a little fuzzy. She doesn't like to talk about that part very often, as you can
Rune's
imagine.
just like very blunt and like, you can't be with her, right? Like
But I
you're
can't.
wasting
If
your
you-
life.
Yeah, but like if I start now while I am still changing and evolving myself, then when I die, then we can hunt together.
Well, wouldn't you want your
But you'd have
haunt
to die here.
partner to be like have stories to talk about, a life
I
well
mean-
lived, than to kind of think about it when the time comes to see that person. You like, this is what the world was like, and here I want to share it with you. my beautiful ghost friend.
Yeah, I mean, but I would still. She died
A
like
friend.
100 years ago. Like
Right.
her life leading up to that is even vastly different than I experienced. So we'd still have to talk about. Like, why are you trying to talk me? Like,
Not
have you
out
seen
of
Joe
it.
Beth? Do you like Joe Beth? Is that what I'm like?
I have never met a Joe Beth, but I am looking for a Mr. and Mrs. Freely. So if you found that, I'd be more interested in that.
I don't
But
know
we're
if this
here
is
talking
an
about
Aiden
ghosts.
misremembering. There was no Mr. and Mrs.
There are two
Sure,
Freelies
Miss-
there, but we have not
It's
confirmed that
Freddie
they
and
are married.
George.
I didn't know. I forgot the first name, so I just thought I'm gonna roll the dice on this.
You're
I mean,
good.
it's
That's why I was
2000,
like, I don't
so
know who's misremembering. Also they're all teenagers, so probably less of marriage, but
Oh, less marriage, more just formal last names.
no, I mean, okay, but you're kind of trying to talk me out of this, which makes me think maybe you have met Joe Beth, and maybe you want in on Joe Beth. Like,
No.
I don't know how to tell you, man. I don't know how to convince you otherwise. You seem like the jealousy is rising within you, and I don't think that.
I have been in this hotel for 5 years pretending to be a ghost because, like, I'm
you're in
not
love.
gonna give her up that easily to someone who
You're
just
gonna let her
walks in here
down.
off the street. No.
Oh my god, he's an idiot. Rune says this out loud. Like, this has been 5 years.
Like, yeah, you can't. Ghosts have a different perception of time. You know, like,
You don't, though.
no, and that's okay. Like, have you ever been in love? Because I feel like you haven't.
No, it sounds really idiotic of you.
You know, I think maybe I could find the kitchen on my own. Thank you.
I think so.
I think I'll manage.
Good luck.
There's my -1 charm there.
Big bad bitch. All right, so he wanders off.
With that guy.
I don't.
Danger.
good
I
golly.
don't. No, this person. I don't know where we're supposed.
We can make him now.
You keep
Walk
saying
away.
that, and I don't think that's a proposition that is legally okay. And we were talking to a lawyer, so I think that person would know if it was legally okay.
I don't think it was a very good one, though.
The
He
priorities
admitted
might
to
not
not
have
being a
been
very
there.
good one. It fully admitted to not being a good one. He said that.
I don't remember admitting it to just stop working. You still have the
So-
knowledge.
We saw a spooky dog thing. Got rid of that.
Mm-hmm.
Where are the others, and like what room number are we by right now?
Turns.
You see a 26 and you see a 2.
Oh, well, that must be 24 because it's just missing the number.
Sense?
I open our door.
So you open the door.
Yeah.
And
Number 2.
number 2.
Mhm.
Logical there.
And you notice as you step or you open the door, you do notice there's like a pile of in front of the door.
A pile
like
of
the
what?
threshold. Pile of salt.
Oh.
Um and you see a woman standing
What
in
does
there.
Maggie say about salt again?
Something about counting, and I don't have the need to count it, so I think I'm fine.
And you see this woman in a long white dress.
Mm-hmm.
And she has stringy brunette hair that looks wet, like just kind of all in her face. The wedding dress itself looks to be soaked and it's just clinging against her pale skin. And she is holding by the throat a young teenage boy.
Oh.
And he and you so she's got him by the throat, and then you see another teenager, this time a girl, and she's kind of in the corner like crying, like, no, please.
I tackle. I tackle.
God, that's enough.
Please roll kick some ass. Or
Jobeth? What was her name again?
Kick some ass. Jobeth. Sorry, kick some butt. I'm not allowed
Rune
to
is
say that
shouting
word.
+1 tough. +1.
Tackles.
Kick some tuchus.
4.
So on a miss, you get your butt kicked instead.
This.
You were supposed to be bad.
Do we hear this scuffle going on nearby?
Either we're super
Possibly.
lucky or unlucky.
Let me just go back to Jobeth here.
We've had a double 1 roll and a double 6 roll.
It comes and goes. That is life.
From the same
So
person.
No, I got a double 6.
I got it.
Oh,
So
well,
you
so
go
did Adrian
and
at the top.
try to take
Yeah.
a tackle. You're trying to tackle her, right?
Yes.
And as you get close, you gotta run in and start. She turns and looks at you and grabs you by the throat and knocks you.
Oh,
You take 1 harm.
All right. I knew that was coming. I already put it down.
Do you have armor?
That's a good question. I don't
question.
believe so. Do we have armor in our group stuff or no?
Not with your group stuff, but some of your gear might. If you look in your gear.
My gear is only 2 normal weapons, and that's it. And then I got I'm the spooky.
You don't need armor.
I'm not really supposed to be doing this stuff, but I do it.
Do it anyway.
I'm very valiant.
The kid was being choked.
You know, it's a noble thing to try to help.
So, all right, you take 1 harm. Rune, you see that happen.
Oh, dumbass. So we got that description from Nichols. So Rune is seeing the salt line. I think it probably clicks in them that I'm sure Maggie has pounded this into them. Like it's a barrier. It probably is containing the spirit. Don't break that. So
Step over it.
Step over it or stay outside the room. Except they just saw Jonathan get thrown to the ground. So they are going to step over it and just shout like the ghost's name that they think this is. So she's just going to shout, Jobeth, let them go. And see if it draws their attention.
So you see her, like, because she let go of Jonathan when she threw him down. She still got the teenager by the throat, though, because she used her other arm. She has 2.
That's true.
That's good to know.
Good to know. You might not have ghosts.
So you yell, let her go. And she kind of like looks at you, her hair like all in her face. And so she just drops the teenager. He falls to the ground, like grasping, like catching his breath. And then she like starts to slowly make her way toward.
Oh, you don't want to do that.
Oh dear.
Oh, that's fine. I can. And she lets out this cry, like this full-on wail, unearthly wail. I need both you and Rune and Jonathan to cool check.
Oh,
You
Our
know, the
best.
best,
Our best stat.
Oh, yes. That's an 11 minus 1 is 10.
Nice.
5.
So Jonathan, you're on the ground and you start
Mhm.
hearing this, and maybe the impact made you
Yeah,
like
a little
snap
concussed.
to. Yeah, you're like, oh no. This is something bad. Maybe it's that mysterious thing that you have hanging over, kind of, helping out a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Rune, however, you are, you're standing there, you're tough. You're like, no, drop, But all of a sudden, as soon as she lets out that piercing cry, it's not like a scream, like an angry, like, someone crying, like with sorrow. And as she cries, you are just overwhelmed with this feeling of loss and loneliness. Like you never felt this heartbroken in your life. And so you find yourself drawn to the corner of the room until you can get your thoughts together. This cloud has just kind of metaphorically come over.
Not so tough. Let me go cry in a corner real quick.
And as that happens, while Maggie and Val are walking along, Gumball suddenly perks his ears up and starts to run in a direction.
Follow that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, and the Raven also headed. Yes,
Like the Raven's just flown out the window right now.
Mhm.
Raven's like, fuck this, no.
I feel like I didn't sign up for this.
I'm going back to the camper. Fuck you guys.
Thought we weren't staying here. All right, Jonathan. So you see Rune step up and then just slink off to a corner and start crying.
Oh shit.
The teenagers are also crying.
Okay.
Gosh. I'm going to get kind of upset, and I want to. Can I use hunches, which is one of my abilities when something bad is happening, or just about to happen, somewhere that you aren't. Oh wait, is that extra? Sorry, there's a lot of text afterwards.
Yeah, no, you're good.
No, I'm already there. So something bad before it happens or during it's happening, and I'm not there.
Oh.
Somewhere that you aren't. So I'm currently at the place where things are bad are happening. Okay, so
yes,
this is not going to work.
Probably.
All right, I'm going to then just I'm going to do it again. I'm trying to jinx them with weird. The person holding the kid. They're still holding the kid, right?
Joe Bass.
No, they dropped.
No, they dropped the team.
Oh,
Currently, she threw you to the ground, dropped the teenager closer to Rune, but so she's probably on the other side of you, and Rune went off to a corner.
Okay, I'm going to kind of like get up and like hold my throat where it was just been grasped and slammed down. Like, hey, I'm not finished. Come back here. Your fight's with me.
Didn't hear no bell.
I didn't hear no bell.
She'll turn as you do that. Are you gonna kick some butt?
I'm gonna jinx.
Again?
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna jinx?
I'm gonna jinx. Yeah. That is an 8 plus 2, which is a 10. I have 2 on them now.
All right.
I want to inflict 1 harm on the target due to an accident. Whatever it may be, but I'm going to try to get
Let's send some holy water.
close. Yeah, or something. I don't know what I don't know if I brought my guns. I didn't know if it was a gun kind of situation.
I'm going to say that you all probably brought all your gear that you have on your character sheet. You have with.
Okay. Cool. I just didn't want to assume like, oh, we're just kicking out some rowdy teens. Why would I bring my arsenal?
Well, like Val did mention at the start of this was a supernatural kind of thing. That's why they were contacted specifically.
Yeah, old folks always spook easy.
Okay, so
Did you
take one
say that
harm.
to Val directly to his face?
Back in the day, hours ago.
back in the office.
Did you want to spend your other jinx, or are you still holding?
I want to hold on to it. So to interfere with what a monster minion or bystander is trying to do, probably later. So I'm just gonna kick some ass. But sorry, tough. That is a 9.
A 9
Mm-hmm.
means
You get to
you succeed.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to see. So I think what are you?
I'm going to like grab some salt into my hand and just kind of punch because I don't know. Like I've listened to Maggie, but I'm not like I don't get the gist of all this stuff fully. So I just like kind of like they don't like salt. I got this kind of this going
I
on.
don't like salt. I got this.
All right. We'll say that does. Okay, so we'll say that does 2 harm, and then just the punch, and then you punch her, and she stumbles, and there's like I don't know, a puddle of like there was a water bottle.
There was a water bottle on the floor. Sorry,
Yeah.
you cut out.
Yeah, sorry, my mic is having issues. Fuss with it. I think it's my cord, but
I was reading most of what you were saying on your lips.
Water bottle on the floor, and she stumbles forward from your punch, steps into some of the spilled water, and she gives out a loud shriek as like you loud hissing, and that is your jinx acting against her. So she takes another harm from that.
Gotcha. Okay.
How
is Rune looking? Is it still kind of affecting Rune?
Give me a cool check, Rune.
Is there a way I can use luck? Like, how does luck work?
Yes, so luck you can use. I think it's
a 12, or you negate all harm.
Yes, so you can I think you can do it after you.
Yeah, you
and
can
you can roll and be like, oh, that's never gonna succeed. Acts like you rolled a 12.
Okay. So do I roll first, or do I just I'm gonna roll luck?
You can.
I know my cool sucks.
I think you can do it either way.
Try.
Okay.
Definitely
I'll try
roll
rolling
first. Yeah, definitely try rolling first before you use it.
Okay, so I got a 7.
Okay, so that would be a success.
Okay.
So you are, you're like, oh my god, like what was that?
Snap out of like trembling back to her feet, like using the wall of support.
And as you're doing this, Val and Maggie, you take a turn, like Gumball leads you into open door, salts at the threshold, and you can see a woman in a wedding dress, wet, stringy hair, like
that's
some
that's a ghost for sure.
And you can see Rune off in a corner, 2 teenagers, a boy and a girl, and Jonathan in this room.
Oh god. What do we got here? Have any kind of thing that could help with this?
Maggie, I think you're muted if you're talking to us.
Sorry.
I was just trying to tell if you're talking to us or not. But
no, absolutely. I would like to try to do read a bad situation real quick upon coming into the room.
Oh yeah, Val would probably do the same.
Yeah, go ahead and roll your.
Okay. That is a 12 total.
That is also a 12 total.
Crazy. Heck yeah. We're reading these bad situations.
All right, so you each get to ask 3, or however many, I guess, at this point.
Yeah.
And you, if one asks, I assume that both of you will know the answer to it because like right
Yeah.
each other, so you don't have
Sure.
to ask the same question. To
How
get
many questions even are
information.
there?
Oh,
Look at that.
like
There's
two
exactly
ask.
6.
Total.
There's
6.
exactly 6. All right. Why don't you just go down the list then?
Yeah.
Master?
I mean, there might be some that are more important. I mean, you don't have to ask 3 each.
Yeah.
So
That's
if there's
true.
only, it's like if you don't care about,
Yeah. Dangers we
what's your
haven't
best way
noticed.
out,
Biggest
the
threat
door.
and what's the most vulnerable to me. Those are Val's.
Sure. Best way in, best way out, and best way to protect victims would be mine then.
All right. Your best way in, the door. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, she's facing away from you currently. She's facing away from. So honestly, just going up behind her to the fight, if that's what you're looking
Perfect.
for. The best way out, walk away from the door. Just leave. There's not really a specific. That's kind of a weird one for this one. I feel like. And then the best way to
Well,
protect.
it could, yeah, just
Unless
be
you-
in the sense that do I think is there anything obstructing our path to like if we get the victims freed to run?
The only thing would be the maze of the if they just started running out into the hallway.
Gotcha.
You don't know where they could end up.
Fair
So
enough.
keep them in sight.
Okay. Yeah.
And what were Val's? All right, and I know there's best way to protect the victim. Val's.
Val's were what dangers we haven't noticed, the biggest threat, and who's the most vulnerable to
Okay,
me.
so all of them. Okay. The best way to protect the victims would be get rid of JoBeth, get them out of the room,
All right.
away from her. Are there any dangers you haven't noticed? No.
Maybe there's someone behind us, the dog, or
Nope. You've not
etc.
noticed any. You haven't noticed any dangers. The biggest threat, JoBeth. What's most vulnerable to me?
Yeah.
I mean,
essentially, where can I cause like the most distraction to keep JoBeth off everyone else out while Maggie pulls them out of the room? Essentially,
yeah. You do notice because when you get here is about that she's stepping away from the water, and you can still hear that sizzle.
Yeah.
Think a la Wicked Witch of the West.
Yeah, I'm melting. I'm melting. What a world.
Yeah,
what a
she's
world.
not actually melting, but you still hear that. And she's backing quickly away. This is a hotel room. There is a bathroom in it. So I'm going to change that question a little bit. So because you can notice that what's most vulnerable to me, I would say to her, and maybe this is like would be the bathroom.
Yeah.
So if you could lure her into a spot away from the main room at those would be the answers, I would say.
Okay. Let me read up on something real quick.
Yeah. While you do that, Maggie, what did you do?
One more time. What did you say?
Oh, was there anything you wanted to do?
Val's
looking.
I mean, if I think it's going to be most, I kind of look to Val. If I think that the to get it, I just I don't deal much with ghosts. I do more of the cryptid stuff. So,
no, that's okay. All right, so I think I've got what I want to do. If you need a little more time to think, Maggie.
Yeah, absolutely. Take it away.
Okay, so seeing all of this, recognizing that she's going to be the most vulnerable where the most water is, Val is going to look at this lady. He doesn't know her name. Like, all right, Misty, you want to tango? And he's going to manipulate someone and try to convince her to face him, and he's going to start backing towards the bathroom and kind of try to convince her to follow him.
All right, so roll charm.
Charm, yeah, let's go. Hey, that makes sense. That's a 4.
Oh no.
You offend or anger the target.
Does that still do what I want because I'm backing towards the bathroom? Does she charge me?
No.
Someone else.
Your approach is completely wrong. You're sitting there going, like, come on, like, you want to tango? Yeah. And she's
right,
just like, no, like,
no. Why do I want
to? So that's you. Anyone else have a thing they would like to try?
Yes.
I mean, I guess I'm just gonna try to hit her with my stick and say get.
You try just to get. I love that.
All right, why don't you kick some ass?
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like, all right, come on now. That's all right. I have a 0 in tough. Let's see. Okay, so that's only a 5.
A 5 is a failure, which means you get experience. So remember,
Yeah.
I think Jonathan rolled a failure earlier too, so make sure you write your fail.
I have yes, I failed it. I only remember 1 XP.
It was a double 1.
No, it was
a second.
You failed your kick some ass.
Yes, that's right. At the very beginning. Yeah. Okay.
I was like, I remember. So you get your ass dead. So again, she's going to you're running at her with a stick, and and you try to swipe at her, and she just kind of like whatever, like, slides out of the way and just like does like almost like a force push, like she just pushes the air towards you, and you like tumble over and you take harm, ignoring armor. Yeah, 1.
Well, I think if we cannot get her to the water, we take the water to her.
All right.
So I'm definitely going to rush into the bathroom to just start trying to fill anything I can.
It's probably one of those little ice bucket
that
things.
is kind of Val's like idea too.
Yeah.
Like get to
so
the
while
bathroom at least.
You two are like making your way to the bathroom. Rune, what are you doing that you have closure?
So I have kind of 2 ideas. Her first instinct is to try and get the teens out. But that kind of goes against like their temptation. So I was gonna roll act under pressure to see if I resist that and get the teens out, or if I don't care about them and will just have them be collateral damage.
God.
Yeah, go for it.
Which clearly you might act under pressure. Okay, never mind. I rolled double 6s. Okay.
Nice.
So I'm gonna try and get these teens out, and let me know if I can do this. With magic, can I attempt to teleport one of them out of the room?
Yes, this is not a rote, correct? This is just you trying to use magic.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But we could make it a rote.
You could. Because there's a fact. Eaten. So, because it's.
That's why I want to okay with you first.
Yeah, no. So I would say if you want to make it a rote, you can, because use magic has very things you can do, unless it's a big magic. So you can inflict harm, enchant a weapon, do one thing that is beyond human limitations, which more like physical stuff. bar a place or portal, trap, banish, summon a monster. So there's
That's
not really a
like banish. I was like,
yeah. Banish is more like an exorcism almost, or like says banish a spirit or curse from the person, object, or place it inhabits. So to me, that's that's less teleporting and more exorcism type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So if you wanted like a teleport, you could do that, or you could do big magic. With big magic, you would have to decide, like, is this something this would take more time to do typically, or it has a whole, it's like a big ritual thing where it's harder to do.
Well, I'll leave that if I want to try, because I'm sure I can only do one of these kids at a time to get one of them just out of the room. So, like, not even that far, just like within line of sight, I could see this open doorway. I'm moving this person from there to there.
Right.
If you want it to be big magic, like,
I leave that up to you, because deciding on the route, that will be your route until you level up and want to choose more. So I don't want to make that decision for you.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna make this a rote.
Okay. So we'll figure out the specificity later, because you have to do the same thing normal have. So for now, I'll just say 7 and above, you succeed for now, and then we'll figure out super details later.
Cool. I say on a 10, succeed without anything. 7 and 9, they could.
There might be a glitch. You might just say just has a glitch. Or
yeah.
Maybe their hand is on their head now. You know.
Yeah. So it's fine. Yeah, so I'm gonna roll that as like Rune, still slightly shaken, lets out a whistle, and I feel like Corvus comes back in, and they have like these like arcane symbols alighting on like their feathers down their wings. And it's gonna fly towards like the girl in the corner, and that works. I want to spend luck.
And what does okay?
If I can.
Yep, you can.
So we got a 5.
Yep. And do you have a side effect that happens? I believe there is for Hex.
Yes. Like the bad luck?
Yes.
The backlash on the spell?
Yep.
Yes. Whenever it missed, the backlash never affects you directly. If there's anyone else around, it'll go for allies, other hunters, or innocent bystanders. Sometimes every so often it might even hit an enemy.
Okay, but I think that's only for right now.
Yeah, if you look under your luck, there might be a thing that says when you spend luck, XYZ.
Yeah. So I think that's only for.
Oh yeah. All of my backlash spells will be extra nasty when I spend luck. So that's fine, because this succeeded.
Yeah. And I think for my rule, it's always like mystery length. Like you're not always going to have flashes forever because you spent 1 luck. I'll figure out specificities later. But all right, so this it flies towards. Does it land on her, or does it kind of?
No, I feel like Corvus just like flies at her, hits her straight in the chest. Corvus becomes incorporeal and just like pulls her through like an alternate kind of reality towards the other side of the room. So she probably sees some shit on her way over to the other side, but it's fine because now she's out of the room.
She appears in the hallway. She's like, I need to sit down. She just like sits on the floor now. Hey, not under that. Because I have cords.
The hope is to get these innocent teenagers out, though.
All right, so you got 1 out. All right, Jonathan, the cavalry has arrived.
Yeah, I have salt in my hand. Hey, salt works. Thank you, Maggie.
Salt with
a loaded punch.
Yeah. 2 kids are out.
We need to get water.
Water? Oh. All right. I go.
Just happened.
Am I gonna get like? Why I'm thinking of like TTRPG.
There's no
like,
attack of opportunity.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I was like. Why? Where am I? Am I gonna get slapped in the back?
Nope.
Just
Nope.
like-
Most of the time, in Monster of the Week, they're not going to attack you unless you have provoked them either through your kick some ass, or you know, narratively you did something to piss them off and they get an attack up or something.
Okay. I'm going to go and grab some water then. And I will also remind you, wonderful GM, that you have 2 against me. Just FYI.
Do I? I forgot.
Anyways, I
Good
will go get
reminder.
water. Listen, I want you to have your fun too. Okay.
Yeah. The first session. I don't want you all to die now. Make
Just
a very
hold on
short
to it to the
story.
very end.
You're all meant to
By
be
the
good.
way, I have 20 of these.
You see these?
Yeah, I'll go get I go into the bathroom, I find if they have one of those like disposable cups or something, and just like
Yeah, you go in the bathroom and Maggie and the bathtub, one of those the ice things.
Oh, the ice buckets, yeah.
Yeah. So if they want to hand you that, like, since
Yeah. I don't make me throw this. I have one. I have one kick. So I'll just if you allow me to have the water.
Squirt guns.
That's to Val and Maggie.
Yeah, if you allow.
Yeah.
I will,
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kick some butt.
Val's whole idea was like wet towel using like a whip.
Oh, meathead. Sorry. Meathead. That's a 3.
Oh my gosh. Total?
4 total.
Okay, well, still
experience.
If I don't die, we'll be so experienced.
All right. Well, they're going to take a force push at you and give 1 harm. So you splash all this water, but they just kind of like they see you coming because you're like yelling as you're going for something.
Yeah, that sounds like Jonathan.
Yeah, like ah, and they just kind of float to the side.
Yeah.
All right. And so you're just standing there with an empty ice bucket.
Ah.
All right. Val and Maggie. You hear Jonathan yell, but you don't hear more hissing.
No.
Sure, this water's supposed to work.
Wait, the water's not working? It's
Oh,
not
I
doing
can't.
Val is going to roll to protect someone and is going to do wet towel whip to kind of fend her off and let the kids get out.
The water didn't work because it didn't hit.
Yeah, no, that's why it's wet towel whip.
I was explaining to Maggie.
Yeah. Jonathan was just like, obviously, I tried to hit and it just.
I didn't just you guys' time. Protect somebody.
It's
all
plus
right.
Tough.
Yep, plus tough.
That is a total of 11.
So, you could do this instead of Jonathan taking the harm. Because it can be used anytime someone is about to suffer harm, including as the result of a move, for example, kick some ass. So instead of him, so you come out, you see him throw it, and you see her coming out.
Yeah.
And so you could come up and just whip, and instead of him taking the damage, you could either you let's see, which she would only do one, so you would take the harm instead of Jonathan.
Yeah. Well, the thing is
And-
that on a 10 plus, I suffer little harm, which is
Yeah.
-1 harm, so I'd get 0.
What and you got a 10 plus. You could either do that or you do the inflict harm on the enemy.
Yeah. Val
So-
is more interested in protecting his grandchildren.
All right.
I'm so far down the totem pole.
Yeah. So so Jonathan runs out, tries to throw
Yeah.
the water, throws the water, but doesn't hit. And
Val's just telling them to get out of here and is going to try to hold them off. I'm
So
fine with taking
Jonathan-
the 1 harm if I can hold them off entirely, which is another option.
mhm.
Yeah, so I hold back the enemy, and then I can get the kids out.
Okay. So Jonathan, that harm that you just took, you did not take.
That was a lie. Okay.
Just kidding. Val took it for
Psych!
you. So Val, are you taking the damage or are you going to not take the damage, I guess? Are you going to hold the monster back or take the damage or not take damage?
I'm going to hold the monster back. Val doesn't mind getting
Okay.
a little knocked around for
Yeah. So
for
yeah,
these
you
kids.
just get like a, you know,
1
cut on the cheek
harm.
as this force wind thing goes by.
It's okay. I'm used to getting a couple of face scars.
All
I
right.
got a chunk out of my ear and a cut in my like right eyebrow.
So
Or left
once
eyebrow.
the teenager on the floor sees you all do this and he's like, I'm going out there, and he's gonna try to like sneak out while you all are keeping Jobeth occupied. All right, Maggie or Rune, do y'all have any?
Yeah, I want to know, based on the double 12s that we got for the read a bad situation. Oh, hitting the mic. All right, buddy, come on. Sorry, he's like, it is bedtime. But I would like to know, do I think that the water is going to temporarily basically, do I think the water is going to be the kill switch in this encounter, or do I think it's just going to like be an obstacle, or is it just going to temporarily de-escalate things?
From what you saw when you first came in, you think it would definitely be more like a type encounter
Okay.
or type.
Then that's what
maneuver.
I'm gonna attempt to do. I mean, I'm not very tough either, but I'm gonna just try to work on that while Hal has gotten himself in position to, distract and protect the kiddos. I see that Rune, they've done some, big, not literally big magic, but some crazy magic. So yeah, I'll just try to do that as well. With it being a tough roll. Is there any way this would be act under pressure or no?
No, because you are trying to hurt. You are well. Let me look at act under pressure. Is it my? Yeah, we'll say you can act under pressure.
Amazing. In that case, whenever I have to act under pressure due to a monster phenomenon or mystical effect, I can roll weird instead of cool,
Nice.
which is a +2 for me, which is not great because that's still just a 5. So
It's still experience.
I
Hello,
know.
Still experience on a miss. Things are going to hell. So you. So what were you doing with the? How are you doing this water
I think
maneuver?
like once I see Jonathan with the did you take the ice bucket, I presume? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
I try to, as it gets like whiffed, just kind of seamlessly grab it. Faucets are still running in the bathtub and just scoop as much water as I can. But maybe it's just a little bit too slippery for me too, and I just drop it on the bathroom floor.
Hazards everywhere.
Awesome. So you do that, and she comes up and just grabs you by the throat. She's not like trying to choke you out right now, but she's just holding you right now.
Who used to be? My name is Maggie Barnes. I've heard all about you. You really are as beautiful as Mike was saying.
Mike, you never got Mike's name.
All right, Rune. Use
May I
chaos.
interject real quick? Sorry.
Yeah.
Can I use my last jinx to interfere here?
Yeah. What would you like to do?
Either like all this water stuff is just causing things to be a little bit less, grabbable in some way. But yeah, so I want to
They
help
just like
out Maggie a
splash
bit.
water all over.
So you want to help? So you want to give a +1 to Maggie?
Yes, I guess that's.
Okay.
Yeah, I have no idea what it
Yeah.
is. It just says interfere.
There is, I think, with the jinx. Quick. With your jinx, you can interfere with the hunter or help a hunter, giving them.
Yeah, but you have to roll to see how like effective your help is.
Oh, here, no, not with jinx. With jinx, that's a
Oh, I'm
special
so
move
sorry.
he has.
Okay.
No, you're good. Nope, that if you were to aid someone or help someone, yes, but he already rolled his jinx. So, so you've already kind of like this water minefield.
Yeah.
For her. And so now, Rune, whatever you choose to do, you will get a +1.
Okay.
Mike,
Cut off a little bit.
yeah.
As Rune does, we're gonna use some magic. Just to inflict harm. But because it has Maggie, we're not gonna make it an
No
area
fire.
effect. We're not gonna do that.
Not fireball?
No fireball. Dang it. I mean, I could, but that is the temptation.
Yeah. It's like, it would be toasty.
Right. All right. So I'm actually gonna roll and act under pressure to see if I give in that temptation to hurt Maggie in the process. So, and I failed.
Oh no.
So I guess we are gonna burn everything. But it's not necessarily fire. It just says when you use magic, you can make it do 3 harm area magic. So could I say that it's pulling up the water?
I mean,
Like it starts floating like 0 gravity.
I think it's because it does the fire. Because does it say it says?
It does say
3
burn
area harm.
everything. So
Yeah, it says like
That's
3.
the
Like
name
for
of
the
it.
harm type, it says like 3 magic.
it says 3 harm area magic obvious.
Yeah, so that's why I think it'd be more fire.
Okay. I'm sorry, Maggie.
That is a lot of harm.
That is. I'll be okay.
That is my temptation, is to inflict gruesome violence.
Good golly.
So 8.
So it works imperfectly. So you choose your effect, which is inflicting harm, which is 3, and a glitch.
I feel like I should say the effect is weakened so it doesn't hurt Maggie as bad. Yeah, let's weaken the effect of it.
Okay. So when I say weekend, I usually just say it does it by 1 typically, just
So 2.
because that makes sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of 3, it would do 2. So both Maggie and JoBeth would take 2 harm. Ignore. Right? Is it ignore armor? Does it say ignore armor? No.
Does ignore armor magic.
And as this fireball kind of engulfs both of them, JoBeth lets out a horrific scream, similar to the other one, but it's not affecting your minds. And Maggie is dropped to the ground as JoBeth kind of disappears.
Oy. How's everyone doing?
Val is immediately rushing to
Better?
Maggie's side. You okay, kid?
No, I'll be okay. I'm okay. Where did she go? Did she leave any sort of marks or anything behind? Teleportation circle, magical signature, anything?
No. Maybe a bit of ectoplasm on the, but
That was it.
What
I would.
what are you expecting?
Rune's hands are like still balling with this. Like she's like still like they're like still rearing to go. Like
We're still looking for 3 other teams.
Oh, I
And we
thought.
gotta
Oh
get out
yeah,
of
you're
here.
right.
we
Oh,
found 2.
3 teens.
and that seems like a great place. Next month we'll catch up with save.
Whole month.
I know, right?
See you in July when I'm 34.
Ooh.
Woo!
Yeah, right after America. Anyway,
Oh,
I think I don't know. So and we have end of session experience. Real quick.
mhm.
If my thing will. So did you conclude the mystery? No, I'll answer that for you. No,
No.
you did not.
There's a lot of things we don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you save someone from?
Yeah. I don't
Always
know.
help
We're,
with
we're,
that
not,
teenager.
we're out of the frying pan, but we're still
I
in
would
the
say
fire.
yes, because you did save the boy from being choked out by the 2 teens. You did save them, so I would say yeah, that's one yes.
I am.
Did you learn something new and important?
I mean, we learned that the name of one
Can't
of
hear
the
you,
ghosts.
Maggie. Sorry.
I said I absolutely learned something. I learned that there are people who want to date ghosts, and that is crazy. I've never.
Yeah. We know the names of at least 2 of the ghosts and the demon dog, Cujo.
Beans do not help.
They at least vex a child for a moment.
So would you say you learned something new and important about the world?
At least some lore that Joe Beck was like it died 100 years ago.
So we'll say yes. We'll say yes for that. You know. Did you learn something new and important about one of the hunters?
Not yet. No, I think
It's
we're
still pretty
still
early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So you've got 2 yeses. So you mark 1 experience.
Heck
Okay.
yeah.
And that is going to be it for us for this month. I want to thank everyone in chat for coming and hanging out. We got through the tech except for my mic, which hates. But yeah, so again, I am Shiloh, better as Kareesh. You can find me over on Blue Sky, kareesh. Whatever the Blue Sky normal social handle is. It's a picture of me as a mushroom, so pretty easy to find. And I don't do a whole lot of streaming or a lot of games right now, so So Adrian, tell us about you and where we can find you.
Hi, Adrian Lawrence. Run a podcast called Dungeons and Degrees. I interview a bunch of ttrpg creators and friends and family, essentially, and it goes up every week as best as I can as a human. Yeah, you can find me in all socials, Adrian AC Lawrence 24. Yeah, go check it out. Yeah, it's been a blast.
Hal.
Hey, I'm Hal. I've been Val all night. You can find me at rainydazeart, DAZE. And that's pretty much anywhere. This is the only place you'll find me streaming a TTRPG, but occasionally I'll stream my art at Rainy Days Plays here on Twitch. And yeah, it's been, or no, Rainy Days 420 here on Twitch. Happy to be here. Excited to keep going. Love my grandchildren.
All right. And Rhoni.
Hello. Yeah, so I'm up to a few different projects right now. Of course, as summer approaches, we're going to be in con season as well. So I will be popping up at cons running games for all sorts of different publishers. So to keep up with what I'm doing, I recommend you follow me on Blue Sky. My username is rhoniru, RHONIRU, at Blue Sky. Yeah, you'll get the most up-to-date updates as far as what I'm doing, where I'm going, the other actual plays that I am involved in there. And happy to connect and of course, meet more people. So looking forward to it.
All right. And Sam.
Hey, everyone. I'm Sam. I played Rune tonight. I love this system. I love these people. You guys, this was a fantastic game. You can find me on Blue Sky, Sammy Scribbles. I have a website where I review indie ttrpgs. It's called Indie Scribbles. .blog. I haven't posted anything recently due to life, but I do have a couple things in the works with some awesome TTRPG indie publishers. So make sure you check it out. Again, on my Blue Sky, I'll be posting whenever I get those blogs out. Otherwise, am running a Malevolence Pathfinder 2E campaign over on High Shelf Collective. We're still planning our finale for that. So again, Blue Sky, I'll have some things up on there. But yeah, I'm not doing too much right now. Just hanging out with cool people. So that's about it.
All right. I forgot I did actually have a project. So good for me to wrap things up. I actually had a dungeon podcast just drop this past week. It is called Unintended Adventures. They got a little bit out of order on Spotify, but they are titled with the numbers. So start with 00 and way up, and you'll be fine. We use the Dungeon World system, which is similar to Apocalypse system, and it's cool. We've been working on it like for over a year now. So it's also, I think, going to be on YouTube. Go check that out. On Spotify, I think it's on Apple. I don't know. I just play the game. Yeah, so check us out. Like this. Make sure if you haven't followed Paz and Dragons, they do other games on here as well. They do other systems that my brain is too tired to think of right now, and I'm in a couple of those. And yeah, so follow. They're on all the socials, Twitter and Blue Sky, Paz and Dragons. What else? Oh, I think that's pretty much it. This game is every Thursday, unless scheduling issues, but we'll let you know about that. So
the first Thursday of every month.
What?
Yeah, we're also on YouTube.
Oh yeah, you can follow them on YouTube. Paz and Dragons, they do have exclusives over there, and there is one show that they are streaming only on YouTube. It's also just search Paz and Dragons, you'll find them. I think that's it for tonight. Thank you everyone so much for coming and hanging out again. Thank you players for trusting me.
And this was
chaoticness.
It is what it is. Happens all the time. I mean,
yeah, we made it. So thank you again, and we will see you next month.
Bye.
Bye.